it's me, Jackie, and this is my channel. This is a little bit of a different video. I decided to do some stretches after a dance class and show you so that you can follow along if you would like, or just some add new stretches or old stretches, or remind yourself of some stretches. I'm going to be putting on some calming music and narrating what I'm going to be doing so that you guys can follow along if you would want to. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. First off, I would always advise having a water bottle close by. So what I'm doing right now is just rolling my head out, rolling my shoulders out. It's something that you should always do, whether or not you wake up in the morning and you do this, or you do this after a dance class, before a dance class, just because they hold a lot of tension, at least for me. Talking from personal experience, it's very hard for me to have all of that tension in my body when I am trying to do any type of physical activity.
I love on you and then I leave you lonely. You want to get to know me. I'd agree in exchange for your soul, please, baby. You taste like maybe, baby. I need guarantee.
Then I am just going into what I call butterfly. I call it butterfly because it kind of looks like a butterfly's wings with your legs. You just put your feet together, soles aligned, and you forward fold. Now I also like to incorporate a little bit of a contract, flat back routine in here. So as you can see, I contract, I straighten, I contract, and I straighten, and then I forward fold, and then I do the same thing with a flat back. After that, I just extend my legs and I do some demi-point, point, demi-point flex. It's really important as a dancer for me to keep my feet pointed, flexed, and practice rolling through, like in tendu or in dégagé or any typical dance move. You use your feet a lot, and it's nice for you to stretch them out every now and then. I also like to turn my feet in and out. So then I go into a position that has one leg bent and one leg straight. It doesn't necessarily have to be connected by your foot to your knee or whatever, but I like to connect it because it reminds me of passe. Then I reach over toward my leg that is being straight, and sometimes you can hold your foot for a longer stretch if you can reach your arm all the way up to there, or flex your foot for a bigger stretch if you can't reach your foot. And then after I reach across facing forward, then I turn my body and I go and forward fold towards my foot. You can see it on the video better than I am explaining it audio wise. It's kind of complicated to explain, but you're stretching your hips and your back as well as your hamstrings during this stretch. And then I would repeat it on the other side. I also like to give my wrists a stretch because they also usually tend to be pretty tense, especially from holding different arm positions in ballet. So I like stretching them out by putting my wrists forward, and then I turn them over, and then I crisscross both sides. So you are going to stand up now, and you are going to be bending from the waist forward, and you are taking your opposite arm to leg. So if I was holding my right hand, I would go towards my left leg, and my left arm would be behind my back, and then my right leg bends. So either you can pulse it or you can hold the plie in your right leg, but either way you will get a back stretch as well as a hamstring stretch as well as your quads on your plie side. So I feel like it's a pretty well-rounded stretch to incorporate into your routine. Repeat on the other side. Then we are going into a lunge series of stretches. So with lunges, you are going to try and aim to stretch your hip flexor as well as your hamstrings and your quads. You start off in a lunge and then you put your leg that is extended down on the ground. And then you can kind of plie the leg that is upright in the 90-degree angle, and that will be stretching your hip flexor. Now, if you want the extra stretch, or if you know that your hip flexor is a little bit more flexible, then you can pick up the back part of your leg that is down on the ground and to form like a little V. It shows better on screen than when I'm describing it right now. It's pretty hard to describe in audio form. You can just try and focus on your hip flexor. I was focusing on my hip flexors because they were really tight, but it's up to you how you do your stretch.
Take a sip, you gon' trip. I'm like a cup of shroom tea in the morning.
Some other stretches that I would like to nominate for extras, if you were willing to go above and beyond, I would do some frog. And then another pose is called child's pose. It's when you are sitting on your knees and you forward fold, but your center of your gravity is still above your knees, so you're basically just delving into that. You really want to make sure that you're reaching out in child's pose in order to get the best stretch possible. I also like to do a little bit of contracting and arching my back again. And last but not least, I like to nominate wall splits for an extra stretch. It's something that is very comforting, and you can do it while you're watching TV, you can do it while you're listening to a podcast, or you could just hang out all day. I just wanted to come back in here and thank you guys for watching. I know that this video is different, so give it a thumbs up if you liked this video. If you loved this video, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be making more content like this and other acting tips and tricks and singing tips and tricks soon, so feel free to give that button a like, and the bell notification really helps me out as well. Comment dance stretches down below if you made it to the end of this video. Hope you guys have a great day and happy fall.
Your eyes, they tickle the pits of my soul. You make me go. Back and forth, round and round, side to side, up and down. It's gonna be high, it's gonna be lows. That's why